If you guys want to see how I came up with this look, very natural, almost like a natural glam, then keep on watching. And if you like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me any comments in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hey guys, I already have my base and my primer on. I am using the Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint. I applied that with my Artis brush and just kind of blended it out with my beauty blender. So I'm going to be doing the rest of my face. I'm probably just going to do more of a natural, just kind of seeing how everything sits. But then I also have a couple new products, so I'm going to be trying the rest of those as well. Let's get started. So I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Concealer, and this is the Instant Full Coverage Concealer. I am in the shade Sand. I'm going to conceal under my eyes, just brighten up some of the other areas. This shade is actually pretty close to my foundation. I just want the emphasis just to be a healthy, glowing skin. So I'm just going to conceal in my normal areas that I always do, around my nose, in between my eyebrows, under my eyes, and my cupid's bow, and around my mouth, and a little bit goes a long way. I'm just going to put a little bit extra down towards my cheeks here, just because I like a little bit extra coverage. A little bit on my eyes. This actually works pretty well. I did not need to use a lot of product, but I just wanted to make sure before it set that I actually blended it out. I like this stuff so far. Maybe this might actually work as well as the Shape Tape stuff. I'm just going to set my under eyes with Mercier translucent powder, just so I don't have any creasing, because this is the first time I've actually used this. So I want to see how it actually wears. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to use the pointed end and just pick up a little bit of product and just set my under eyes. I'm just going to set the other areas as well that I did put the concealer on. Alright, I'm going to let that stuff sit for just a little bit. So I'm actually going to lightly bronze my face, and I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and this is in the shade Light. This bronzer is starting to become one of my kind of favorites, even though it is drugstore. It almost feels like it's high-end. I'm going to use just a bigger brush, and I'm going to be putting this all over my perimeters of my face just to warm it up a little bit. I'm going to be putting the same bronzer on my nose as well for a little bit of a contour. Underneath my lip just a little bit, and I'm also going to take that same brush and I'm going to actually just back towards my ear just to make it a little bit more hollowed out. And this is what the bronzer looks like. Definitely makes your skin feel really healthy and does not make it feel cakey. I'm just going to take a brush and I'm just going to brush off the rest of that Mercier translucent powder. And for an all over, I'm just going to be using my Hourglass Ambient Dim Light powder. And I'm going to use a bigger, more pointier brush just to set my whole face with this. Gives a little bit of a glow, so it looks really nice. I'm going to be using my Sindinavia, the makeup finishing spray, just to set down some of those powders so they do mesh into my face a little bit. I'm going to be using a little bit of Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit in the shade 3. I'm going to fill in my brows just a little bit. going to set my brows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I'm definitely going to be needing a new one of these soon because it is definitely love. I'm just going to use the brush that I was using before to wipe off the translucent and just make sure that my eyes are set. I'm going to use more of that bronzer. I'm just going to put a little bit in the crease of my eyes just to put a little bit of depth in there. So I'm just going to be using a little bit of a smaller brush and just put a little bit of powder on there and go in my crease. Finally picked up the Benefit Galifornia blush. I've never used this before. Pretty excited to try this out, and this is what the blush looks like. Just doing a light dust of color on there, pretty color. And for highlight today, I got the Bobbi Brown Opal Glow highlighter, and I did actually put a posting on my Instagram saying if anybody wanted to see this, and also on my Facebook because I'm part of a couple of makeup followers in there. And this is what the highlighter looks like. Really pretty. I'm going to use a highlighting brush. This one is actually from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've owned this brush for just a little while and I do like it a lot. Put a little bit of this on my brow bone. Tops of my arches. I'm going to put some on my Cupid's bow, on my nose. I'm just going to be using a pencil brush. Makes your face look like it's wet and glowy and just really healthy. So I like this a lot. And I'm going to be using some mascara as well. I'm going to be putting some mascara on my upper and lower lashes. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation. I'm going to be using the Bad Gal Bang Benefit Mascara, and I'm going to be putting this on my lower lashes. Going for a simple look, you don't always have to put mascara on your lower lashes, but I like to do that, so I always like to make sure that I always do that because I don't want to make them feel like they're left out. I'm going to be using a Marc Jacobs eyeliner and for my lower waterline just to brighten it up a little bit and make my eyes a little bit more awake, and I'm going to be using in the shade Pink of Me. Just see when you do apply that, it just makes your eyes look bigger, and I do like it a lot. One more coat of mascara on my upper lashes. I'm just going to use the Total Temptation again from Maybelline. I'm just going to be leaving it a little bit more of a neutral, so I'm just going to be using Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. Maybelline Stay Matte Matte Ink in the shade Driver. Really pretty color. These work really well and they smell really good. And I'm just going to use my finger to blend those two together. Use my liner just one more time. The Bobbi Brown Opal Glow, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on a pencil brush again, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my Cupid's bow on top of the lipstick. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and just put a little bit of this in the center of my lip. To finish off my face for the last time using my Sindinavia the makeup finishing spray. Alright guys, this concludes this tutorial for this healthy, glowy looking skin using a couple of new products and just really simple, not a lot of products used today. I just wanted to emphasize on the Opal Glow that I did get from Bobbi Brown and the concealer, just testing that out and also trying out the Lancome Skin Feels Good foundation. So far, I like it. It's really glowy looking and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!